Compulsive liar is quite the tag. And I don't even think I've been called that by anyone during my career until yesterday when I heard the amazing Kevin Brennan call me a compulsive liar. Again, because he needs to absolutely believe there's no fuck way I can make money doing a 2-hour show 1 day a week on AM radio. So let's give a little listen and look at Kevin Brennan and Stevie Lew. And okay, before we even go there, as I said before, me and Stevie seemed to have smoothed everything over and everything was fine. So I never really bashed him. He came up a few times when we were on the Auntie Karen show talking about Brennan, but never really a sound thrashing. I have to say, or ask at least, is Stevie Lew, is he retarded? Is he like, and I mean that in all sincerity, is he retarded? Some way, his intelligence level, his ability to reason things out, to voice his opinions, is that retarded, brought down, slow, retarded? Because looking at him and listening to him speak, and especially during this tirade, I think he might be retarded, which is a perfect guest for Kevin Brennan because, well, all right, Sean, roll him. I'll tell you when to stop. It'll probably be a few times. We won't go through this whole thing. I will leave that to the capable hands of Shuli, Mike, and Anthony Zenhauser. But we got to play a little of this. Go ahead.
On a previous MLC episode, I guessed and told you and Chad that Comey was making 100K a year at WAC. It turns out I was wrong. He's actually, I just saw Stalin's latest vid. I apologize.
Okay.
No. We'll cover that tomorrow. No, it's all the guy. He seems to be very confused about what they're paying him. First he thought it was this, then he thought it was that, then he thought it was high, then he thought it was low. I mean, we've proven this guy's a fucking pathological liar.
Pathological.
So if there's a Stalin video, yeah, we'll watch it, because the other Stalin video, remember Kumia said he goes, I thought he was making that in a week, but then he was making a year, and now he's flip flopping, and he's like, so he can go himself. And
would you pause for a minute there, Sean? It's funny because he's talking about what I had said originally when I saw my contract, and he just didn't get it. Like, he's talking about how I was confused about my pay, when meanwhile he's confused about what I said about my pay. I was being very clear about. I sat in a meeting in New York City at WABC Radio with the bosses, and I was made an offer. And again, because money was not the issue, I have, thank God, God bless, count my blessings, I have money. I can pay my bills, I can buy my toys, I can do things. I'm very happy. So when the offer was made, I just said, all right, that's fine by me. I'm good. And when I heard the offer, I thought it was a per episode offer. $150. I heard $150. And I go, all right, $150 per episode. I honestly thought that. And I was fine with it. I thought 1 day from my house, my equipment's all here anyway. I'm just walking around. I don't really do anything on Sunday. So for 2 hours on a Sunday, I didn't care. $150, sure. It buys me a bottle of wine, a dinner once a week. I was fine with that. Didn't care. Then I got the contract and read it and realized I was way off. I was way off. It was not $150 an episode. When he said that, he meant an annual salary. I laughed my ass off. I was laughing. I had the contract in my hand. I went to Missy and I went, "You are not going to fucking believe this." I go, between the time I agreed to do the job and the time I got my contract, I just got the biggest fucking raise anyone can imagine. So that's what I was trying to say when I said I thought it was an episode pay and it turned out to be a yearly pay. You get it? Any idiot would understand. I didn't mean I thought it was $150 an episode, but it was $150 a year. Like that I would have a problem with, because that's an insult. That is literally like, I don't mind the money, but you're insulting me. What's with the C note here? It's an insult. But it wasn't. It wasn't. It was an amazing re-entry into broadcast radio, 1 day a week pay. Of course. So it's not, I didn't understand what I was making. He didn't understand what I was fucking saying during the conversation I had about my misunderstanding from the time they talked to me and I went back down to South Carolina and I got the contract and then read what the actual pay was. So it's not me that fucked up. It's you that fucked up. You were too stupid to understand what I was saying. You got it, Kevin? All right, roll him.
I mean, people saying he's only doing 2 hours a week is bullshit, because he's only been talking about how much prep work. He's bragging about all this prep work that he does compared to you. So it's not just 2 hours a week. Apparently, he's putting 25 hours of research behind the scenes to get this 2-hour show.
So
pause that too. Here's why I absolutely believe Stevie Lew is actually clinically retarded. Clinically retarded. He goes, he's bragging about show prep. I don't brag about show prep. Why would you brag about something anyone in this job, in this career, should do? Of course you should show prep. I bring up the fact that, yes, I have a passion for my career and my job and what I do here, my show. So I prepare for it. I have things that I want to talk about. I have clips of those things. I have the ability to go off a little on a tangent about those topics or something completely different. But the preparation, knowing that you are coming in at a time and your show ends at a time, and being able to fill that with something is something I brag about, like I'm doing something special. Well, to someone that absolutely doesn't prepare and has a complete lack of preparation when they go into a show, and they're only doing it for money, they're only doing it as, yes, digital panhandling and begging. Yeah, that might sound a little weird when I say I prepare. It might sound like a brag or a flex to someone as unprepared and lazy as Kevin Brennan and as retarded as Stevie Lew. So I'm bragging about it. And then saying, he's got to prepare. Like, here's another thing that I was saying about Kevin. He has to believe that I'm not making that money. And in Stevie Lew's retarded head, he might believe that I do make the money. So in his case, he has to believe that I'm, they're making me tar the roof over at WABC New York. Yeah, he does 2 hours, but I hear he's got to, park all their cars. And he's got to do this. And he's got 25 hours of prep. I do prepare for my show. 25 hours? Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your retarded mind? If I was going to be signed up to be the new host of The Tonight Show, I wouldn't prepare for 25 hours. Look, I do prepare, but it certainly isn't that long. My entire week is preparing. I scroll on X. I walk around. I go into Greenville. I talk to people. I watch TV shows. I listen to podcasts and other things. So the preparation is 100% of my time. It's 24 hours a day if you want to actually put man hours to it. But the truth be told, I'm not really preparing. I organize it at some point, and that takes what, a half hour? But it's not, 25 hours. He brags that 25 hours a week he's preparing for this Sunday show. And it's like, no. And let's go crazy and say it is. That I spend 25 hours a week and then another 2 hours doing the show. 27 hours a week. I think it's still a pretty good paycheck, retarded Stevie Lew, who can't figure out, the most basic of math problems. Yeah, so, all right, let's hear Kevin's response to what Stevie said and what I just
tweeted
said.
out some bogus, generic paycheck. So again, he has my email, he has my Twitter, he has my phone number. Just screenshot your fucking paycheck.
Pause. You could pause it right there, too. Why would I do that? I don't like you, Kevin. My mission in life, though it could be to drive you just a little bit more crazy, add in a little bit of stuff just to make you fucking nuts. But again, I think Shuley and company are doing a bang-up job of driving you quite literally insane. If I can contribute every so often, so be it. But why would I want to prove anything to you? The whole thing about the pay and Compound Boss posting it and you saying it's fake and to prove it to me, you have my phone number, you have my email, send me. Why would I want to send you anything? Why would I want to prove anything to you? The second somebody feels compelled to prove something to Kevin Brennan, you should really look at your life and what you're doing with it. If proving something to Kevin is going to somehow improve your lot in life, you might want to start looking for a noose or a gun. So yeah, Kevin wants me to personally send him my paycheck. Which, by the way, be honest, he wouldn't believe that either. Anyone could do this. Say hi. It's Photoshop. Stevie Lew, tell him how it works. Dire. All right, a little more.
You can black everything else out. And just again, but he playing this game on Twitter. I mean, he's a lying bitch. That's a fact.
I think it was some sort of brag, but at the end of the day, it's like, all right.
No, he's doing it all on Twitter, and then one of his burner accounts did it, and then he retweeted it. It's Ray DeVito level patheticness.
But bragging about making $150,000
could you
a year.
Also pause again here because I don't think Brennan understands either the sarcasm of my burner account. I mean, is there anyone that doesn't quite get it? Have I ever tried to post something on a burner account where someone didn't know what was really going on? It's not like Stuttering John, who puts up these burner accounts to crow about himself and say how awesome he is, and then occasionally forgets that he's on the burner account and posts something under his own. That is, I will admit, pathetic. But some of the various burner accounts I've had over the years, and because I've been kicked off of social media, it wasn't I need another account to bolster the credibility of my primary account. I didn't have a primary account. It was gone. So, for him to think I have these burner accounts that I'm using like Ray DeVito does or Stuttering John or Kevin Brennan is again, Stevie Lew level retarded. Okay, roll him.
To do your job is like
He's not okay.
It's Stevie Lew level
wait,
shit. You
so
know,
wait, he's getting 150,000 a year to do one show. So if he gets 5 days a week, he'll get 750,000 a year.
Before
I
taxes.
think
That's what he's saying. So
No.
he gets.
What was that? This is why I think Stevie Lew's retarded. I think he's really retarded. Kevin's going, yeah, well, he makes, so let's say he makes 150,000 a year. And Stevie Lew, in what would be a brilliant line if this was a sitcom and he was playing a retarded person, would say what he said. He goes, very low, you could barely hear it. He goes, before taxes. This falls into the Kevin Brennan category of, well, I don't want to make too much on Super Chats because they take it. YouTube takes like a percentage of your Super Chats. So if I don't get as many Super Chats, they can't take as much. Like it's that level of stupid. You are not talking to or listening to financial wizards here. This is not, Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner, and Ziggy. These are stupid fucking people. Yeah, well, that's before taxes. Stevie, when you have a corporation and you do I have to explain this? And you pay taxes, there are things called deductions. The government allows you certain deductions and things. And when you own a company, a lot of things are deductible from your the gross income that you made. And your job and your accountant's job is to whittle down your taxable income. So you could say 150,000. And then the accountant's job is to whittle that down. Like it's 150,000, but the taxable income is $30,000. And then you pay tax on that before taxes. Like Mr. fucking never had a job that pays anything, retard Stevie Lew. He gets his EZ form. He goes to H&R Block. He goes in and goes, you got an EZ form? And they go, here. And it's like, how much did you make? This. Do you have deductions? No. Well, here's the government deduction because you're a loser, and here's how much you made, and it doesn't even qualify to be taxed because we don't tax bums in this country. Yeah, so there you go. You don't have to pay anything, Stevie Lew. That's all Stevie Lew knows about taxes. People that employ other people that run a successful business that's been going for over 10 years, people that make an income, they have to be cognizant of tax laws and legal ways to whittle down your gross income to your taxable income, Stevie Lew. I'm trying to explain this as I would to a mongoloid. Stevie. Even the name Stevie. I knew a few retarded kids named Steve, Steven, Stefan over the course of the years. They always called him Stevie. Oh, it's little Stevie. He's 19. Stevie. Call him Stevie. He likes that. So Stevie Lew even goes by a retarded name because he's retarded. Roll him. I need more. Sorry. I know it's Black Thursday.
Again, this guy made his money in the supermarket. So the guy who owns WABC was allegedly a billionaire. So no billionaire would be this stupid to give a guy 1 day a week on a Sunday, 8 to 10, and give him 150,000 a year. And Cumia's sticking to everybody was like, hey, look at this fake generic statement I put about what I'm getting. His name wasn't attached to it, nothing. It's a clown show. Just like when he said I called him at 5:30 in the morning. And again, Cumia tweeted out last night when he was drunk because he's a bitch. He was taking pictures of him and his lesbian girlfriend out to dinner. They were drinking. He comes back. He's a tough guy on Twitter when he drinks, and he's he's sticking it to everybody. Nobody gives a shit. So again, if he wants to show us how
this is classic Kevin, classic Brennan. He's off on a tear here. That is just classic Kevin. he's got to throw so much shit against the wall. He's lying. He doesn't make that much money. The company owner is supposedly a billionaire. He'd be stupid to do this. He was lying about what time I texted him. He went to dinner. He's taking pictures of dinner. He's drunk with his lesbian girlfriend. Like, he can't fucking fire off enough shit to try to just cover up his anger that I am a paid employee of a radio station. He just is losing his mind. This is fantastic. Oh, this is a side effect of something I just never expected. But Kevin losing his mind, the profoundly retarded Stevie Lew sitting there trying to ramble, but Kevin won't give him the time of day to say 2 fucking words. And then he just has to, fire all weapons, fire everything. I don't care. Drop all remaining ordnance in my paws. He just lost his mind and has to throw everything out there. My girlfriend's a lesbian. All right. All right, let's see a little more. I want to get to other things, I swear, but this is so fucking I love it.
How much he's making? Show us a fucking pay stub.
No, here's the angle. He doesn't know what he's signed a contract to. That's clear. He has no clue.
Okay, you're an idiot. He doesn't know what he signed.
Holy shit.
Even Brennan called him an idiot. He like, all right, here's what it is. He doesn't know what he signed. Like Stevie Lew. I got something and just went, and I put an X on it like in the cartoons when they're illiterate. And just sent it back and goes, I hope that's a good one. Okay. No, I didn't look at it. No, I just signed it. I read my contract. I think I explained it pretty accurately and concise of what I thought my pay was. And I was fine with it because I didn't do this for money. And then when I got the contract and read it, I understood everything in it. And I understood the part under compensation and understood that I was I made a grave mistake when I left after the conversation in thinking I was making $150 per episode. So Stevie Lew's take on this is brilliant, that I'm just, because he's projecting his own mental retardation into me and what I must have done, because it's what retarded Stevie Lew would have done. Let's hear a little more.
Dude, what are you calling me an idiot for? He literally has no clue how much he's getting paid for. That was a big thing that we've all been talking about. Don't fucking do this to me, bro. He doesn't know how much he's getting paid. He was saying that he thought that he got paid $150 an episode. Are you not on the same planet with me here, where this was a fucking real thing, where he doesn't know how much he's getting paid? So that's why this video came out that he's bragging that he got paid $150,000 for the salary for a year, where he doesn't know what he's agreed to. So now he's got to go on Sid's show. He's going to have to do more shows than one a week, and he's got $150,000 salary a year. That's what he's agreed to, and he doesn't know what was signed upon.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking about? What do you want me to fucking explain to you here?
It isn't that fantastic? Stevie Lew thinks I just signed a contract without looking at it. And then he brings up another thing, and I'm going to end it there because let Shuli do this at 8 tonight. But Stevie Lew, at some point in that, brings up, he goes, he's stupid. He didn't read his contract. He doesn't know what he's making. And then he goes, and, they make him do more shows. It's $150,000 a year. He goes, because that's how contracts work. Like, what? The guy's never signed a contract for anything in his life. Little Stevie, here's how contracts work. Whatever's in them, you have to adhere to. That's about it. What is in the contract is up for what is called negotiation. So if I sign a contract for a set amount of money to do a show, that doesn't mean they could just pile on 20 more shows and I'm like, fuck, I'm stuck. Oh, damn it. I'm just still getting that money. Ooh, That's what a retard would do, Stevie. Little Stevie. No. The contract is what the contract is. And whatever you've negotiated is written down in it. And then when you sign it, both parties are bound by that contract. So if it did say in the contract, let's say, that I make a set amount of money, regardless of how much other stuff they want me to do, then so be it. I would have been insanely stupid to do that. And that wasn't what the contract was, Stevie. If at some point I do more shows, more hours, more things, so be it. But there will be adequate compensation for those changes to the initial contract. That's how contracts work, Stevie. Take that to your special class and try to explain it to the kid eating blocks or licking the windows. Could you do that, retarded Stevie? Holy shit. It's astounding how stupid people can be. They all profess to be broadcasters. This is what we've wrought. I claim some responsibility for this. For every Joe Rogan that was inspired to do a podcast because, as he said, he saw me in my basement with a camera and a microphone and guns and karaoke and drunken guests and said, you could do that? You just got to buy it. For every Joe Rogan, there are 10,000 Stevie Lews and Kevin Brennans and Stut Joes and Saul's, what's his name? Rob Saul's and the multitude of dummies, retards, incompetents are out there. And I have to shoulder some of that responsibility, some of that inspiration that gave us shows like Joe Rogan. I also have to take responsibility for the profoundly retarded with a microphone in front of their face, thinking they're tearing it up in the world of internet podcast broadcasting. You ain't. And they're mad. They get livid mad at the hint of anyone else's success in this industry. Makes for good radio, podcast, whatever. It's funny to watch. Nothing's more compelling than watching someone go batshit crazy. I mean, we all saw that woman, that naked woman at the airport throwing shit, running around balls ass, cunt ass naked. And it's funny. We all look and go, holy shit, that person lost their mind. Well, that's what we're seeing here in the ever-expanding world of the Dabbleverse. People losing their fucking minds. And I just can't get enough of it.